My fellow soon-to-be graduates, esteemed faculty, staff, family members, and strangers who accidentally stumble upon this on YouTube in a few days, it's an honor to again welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. For those of us up on stage, we have a lot of accomplishments to celebrate. In the past 3 years, we've survived snowpocalypse, filled up the TV pit with balloons, driven the CAC office crazy with our record-breaking 1,670 college applications, and through it all, played a good game against Casper. And when I say good game, I mean GG. Congratulations, IMSA class of 2013. They say that all good things must come to an end. So it's only fair that all bad things must as well. Farewell, internet shutoff, you shall not be missed. Yet, as we're about to begin a new chapter in our lives, it's important that we take a moment to look back upon the last. It's easy to forget that our journey at IMSA began long before sophomore year. For most, it began with the application process, a plea begging, if you let me into your school, I'll happily give up my friends, my family, heck, my life up until this point. Remember when we wanted to go to IMSA so badly, when we yearned to be challenged, when we sought to not only shoot rubber bands, but to calculate the maximum distance they could travel based on elasticity, air resistance, and the trajectory of launch? Yeah, it's been a while. In many ways, I think that we're a lot like rubber bands. Flexible, versatile, elastic. We came into the school from the top of our class, eager to explore the wonders of calculus, and in our free time, assemble and disassemble nuclear bombs and cure cancer. Just 3 years ago at this time, we were taking placement tests. And a few weeks later, we had orientation when we looked around and realized there are so many mosquitoes here. And, oh my gosh, everyone's so unattractive. But when we got to IMSA in the fall, we saw the seniors and were relieved to think that we still had hope. And by the way, I think that our class has raised the bar in terms of attractiveness. Good job, class. After the seemingly never-ending icebreakers, whatever ice there was to begin with had been hacked into a million small pieces, at which point they melted into water. We stocked up on soda at our first carnival, discovered how much we missed home-cooked food at our first Friday Fest, and bonded over the lack of heat on IMSA's first snow day in a long time. Of course, we also struggled through problem sets, found ourselves hopelessly lost in science classes, and chugged can after can of Mountain Dew to finish our victory summatives. Now, at the time, sophomore year may have seemed like the most challenging year of our lives, but looking back, overall, it was a happy time. Junior year, we discovered that the struggle was real. Classes were harder, standardized testing ate up our weekends, and just when we thought we could catch our breaths, SIR yanked away our precious I-days. Happy hour was replaced with hermit hour as most of us began staying in our rooms to do homework. We narrowly escaped junior year, only to be tossed headfirst into first semester senior year. This time around, some of us didn't even have time to attend our last carnival. Sleep must have been a subconscious recollection from the past. Like this rubber band, we didn't think it was possible for us to be stretched even further, but senior year was just like junior year, except with a mountain of college applications weighing us down. Even second semester, our workload failed to magically vanish. Clubs continued piling responsibilities upon our weary shoulders, and even prom came straight after AP Stats. As we examine ourselves, we find that we're stretched out as this rubber band. Pull any harder, and it'll snap. But release it, and it'll fly. While we failed to appreciate IMSA while we were scrambling to finish a paper at 2 in the morning, maybe IMSA was providing us the tools we need. Maybe IMSA was teaching us important life lessons. Maybe IMSA was stretching our minds like rubber bands so that we'd soar the moment we left. But with great power comes great responsibility. Amidst the onslaught of clubs and tests and grades and college apps, are we still headed in the right direction? Have we forgotten who we are? Take a moment to try and remember why you came to IMSA, how eager you were to learn, how you dreamed of one day applying that knowledge to change the world. Remember who you are beneath the grades and extracurriculars and other superficial attempts by society to define who you are. And remember the people who helped get us to where we are today. Our teachers, who turned down higher paying jobs elsewhere because they believe that we have the potential to make an impact. Our parents, who let us go 3 years early because they want us to have a bigger future than they did. Our friends, who pushed aside their own priorities to be there for us when we needed them most. A few weeks ago, I was sitting next to a friend on the bus when she suddenly turns to me and says, "I'm sad." I asked, "Why?" She says, "Because I'm leaving this hell." Huh? This endearing hell that brought us together. This past year has been full of lasts. Our last homecoming week, the last clash of the halls. Yesterday was my last shower. At IMSA, I mean. And today, right now, it's the last time that all 192 of us will ever be in the same room again. Today, we stand poised upon the fence dividing high school and college, childhood and adulthood, security and independence. And we have a choice to make. Either we can let the chaos obscure our view, let go of what we've been working towards for the past 3 years, and collapse into the YOLO culture, the culture of not caring. Or we can pick ourselves up, take a deep breath, and reorient ourselves toward our initial goals of learning and pursuing our passions, so that the experiences we've had at IMSA can fling us to success in college and beyond. Thank you.